I just got access to something that's about to change everything about how I work. It's called OpenClaw. And what it does is actually insane. Most people build AI systems and they collapse within 2 weeks. Files scattered everywhere. Context gets lost mid-conversation. Automation silently fails. Nobody knows where anything lives. Not us. Today, I'm showing you the exact system I built that fixes all of that. And here's the thing. The real power move isn't what you see here. It's what comes after. Stick around. You know what most people do when they set up an AI system? They install it, they click around for 5 minutes, create some random files on their computer. They hope it works. Then they get frustrated, then they give up. I did the exact same thing until I ran a 4-day obsession case study where I built a system from scratch. And here's what happened. Within days, I generated tons of leads, actual sales, and saved dozens of hours on my team. So I just documented the whole thing. This is the system, the complete blueprint. This is not intended for newbies. This is for power users. This is intended for power users. Here's the real problem with AI systems. They're not designed for humans. They're designed for machines. You want context that survives conversations getting too long. You want personality that stays consistent across different platforms. You want automation that actually runs and you can see the result. You want to know what's happening in your Discord communities 24/7 without manually checking 50 channels. But the default setup that comes with OpenClaw, it doesn't do any of that. Instead, you get context loss. So mid-conversation, it just decides to forget everything. And then, your files are scattered everywhere. You don't know where anything lives. Has an inconsistent voice. Basically, your AI says one thing in Discord, different in email. You have silent automation failures. There's things called cron jobs. They run things that are automated to go at a certain time, but you don't know what the results are. And then, of course, there's the team chaos. Something breaks, nobody knows why. And I'm going to show you how to fix all of that. But here's what blew my mind. There's one architecture decision, one system design element that most people get completely wrong when they build AI. And that's what separates a system that survives 2 weeks from a system that runs flawlessly for 6 months. Now, granted, I've only been running this for 5 days, but I couldn't get it to do anything useful to remember for the first couple days, even after installing all these different skills. And I finally figured out a way to do that. I actually found out by accident doing this case study by installing it myself on 4 different computers. And we're going to build it right now, because if you understand this one thing, everything else clicks into place. The system has 4 layers. Think of them as building blocks. Layer 1 is identity. This is who you are. We create 4 files, okay? The first one is soul. Soul.md. This is your core truths. This is your values, your communication style, what you care about, your boundaries. You notice I'm saying your, because if you want a bot that works really well, I've found that it should actually reflect you and your style, because it's about what you want. Or maybe not. Maybe you are a chaotic person and you want it to be the person that slaps you in the face and keeps things on track. You can control how the OpenClaw talks and responds and communicates with you. The second is user.md. This is a detailed context about the human that you're representing, right? So in other words, this is giving the AI, this is getting the OpenClaw details about you, your background, the team, preferences, how they write, time zone, everything. Okay. Then there's knowledge.md. And this is the business experience. This is case studies, key stories, domains they speak to, proof points. Then identity, your name, vibe, emoji, quick reference. So identity is actually the identity of who the bot is. Okay. So the foundation is critical because everything else flows from it. You build this wrong, everything else breaks. So take some time here, make it real. Layer 2 is memory. But here's where people get it wrong. They treat memory like a journal. Brain dump everything into one massive file. Then it's bloated, it's slow, it's impossible to search. The AI struggles to use it. Instead, this is what I do. I keep memory.md small, 3 to 4 kilobytes, just permanent facts, account information, key relationships, critical decisions, lessons learned, security rules, capabilities that the bot has. Then, this is important, every single day gets its own file, memory. I even have a naming convention. By the way, use this naming convention. I just have it by year, month, day. You can change it to whatever you like. This is what it does. So every day it's actually creating a memory for that day, so it can go back and look. Okay. And the thing is, every day is about 1 to 2 kilobytes. So it captures what happened that day, decisions made, open questions, action items, lessons, right? And then daily files goes to an archive folder as they age. Why does this work? Because you can search your entire history, find exactly what you need, but your core memory stays fast. This is the architecture that survives truncation. Now, here's where it gets dangerous. Most AI systems lose context when the conversation gets long, it gets truncated. You're working on something important, then magically you hit message 50 or 100 and suddenly your entire system has forgotten everything you've done before that. It literally just breaks. And the funny part is that you'll be mid-conversation, you press enter on something that you're literally like 5 seconds in between chats and it says, can you give me context? I have no idea what you're talking about. I've had that happen to me so many times the first couple days, and I fixed it. And it sucks if you don't, because you have to re-explain, restart, waste 30 minutes of time because the heartbeat's every 30 minutes. I've created a very specific recovery protocol for this. It involves checkpoints, detection, and automated recovery. It means you never lose context, not once. But explain the full mechanism? Well, that's where the AI Money Group comes in. Layer 3 is operations. Here's the magic. Every 30 minutes, your system automatically runs something called heartbeat. This is continuous monitoring. While you're working on something important, it's watching everything. Here's what happens. It catches up on context. It reads your latest messages, makes sure you haven't missed anything critical. It writes a checkpoint, saves decisions, action items, open questions, where you are. This is basically your context recovery mechanism. It checks permissions, makes sure your systems are online, bot has access to servers it needs, diagnoses and fixes anything broken. One thing I will tell you is that I've learned sometimes it will say it doesn't have access to something, even though it does. So from time to time, you might get stuck, even though I've told it, if you get stuck, check and see if you have access, which you're going to find out in the guide. Okay, I have the guide for you. It checks your Google tasks and calendar for your day. And then it monitors Discord in priority order. So priority number 1 is going to be you. How does it message you? So I use Discord and I highly recommend it. By the way, be very careful letting it be public. If people have access to it, they can try to hack it, inject it, which by the way, I have some hardening in this as well. But priority number 1, the critical channel, the critical server is you. It's the private message that I have. No one else is given permission to private message, no DMs to my bot. I want to know everything that it is. I don't ever let the bot go in any channel that I'm not in, ever. I want to have visibility. Okay. Now, priority number 2 is my private and leadership servers. I actually have a server set up just for my bot to talk to me and 12 of the leadership team that I have. I have chats for my creative team. I have chats for my leadership team. I have chats for my AI team. I have chats for my HR team. So they can all utilize the bot. Okay. And I have full control. And by the way, the bot knows exactly what kind of relationship it has with these people and their relationship to me, and certain permissions that are locked down. It also knows to keep information confidential between chats and doesn't share confidential information. Okay. Things stay there. Priority number 3 is my public communities, my engagement opportunities. These are the channels where, like, I have my students and things like that, where I don't want them to have control of my bots, and it's very limited on what it can do, but it does monitor to see if there's any issues and alerts me of what's going on. By the way, Then it assesses, is there anything blocking it? Is there anything blocking my team? Does something need my attention? Should an alert go out? It's all automated every 30 minutes. While you sleep, while you're in your meetings, while your head's down on a project, Heartbeat is running. And here's the thing, you never have to think about it. The system is always watching for you. Layer 4 is integration. Now, this is where things get funny for me, because I'm a very like if you went to my desk in my office, you would see that I've got like empty water bottles and empty Gatorade bottles, and like I probably got a Taco Bell bag on the floor from last week. But let me tell you what, my file system, it's clean as a whistle. So this is the part that I'm excited about. So you organize your entire Google Drive around a simple principle. Your system files live in one folder, mirrors your local workplace, okay? Then your businesses, and I say businesses, maybe you only have one business. I have multiple businesses, so you have business 1, business 2, business 3. Each of them has an identical structure. Here's the structure, okay? You can change this, but this is what I've got. I've got clients and projects. I've got operations. I've got marketing and sales. I have strategy and planning. This means when you switch between businesses, you know exactly where to find something. And more importantly, your AI knows exactly where to find something. Below that, shared resources. Okay, so inside these files, inside these folders, a subfolder called shared resources. That's where you put your templates and brands. Archives for old years. Every file follows a naming convention. My naming convention is file description _ client name _ month, date, year, period, extension. You can search, you can find exactly what you need in seconds. Now, the entire system, local workplace plus Google Drive, stays synchronized. Fast when you need it, backed up when something breaks. Here's what I want you to understand. This isn't just a theory posted online. This is something I've been obsessed with and building for literally 5 days. It's refined. It's now running across my entire business. Matter of fact, multiple businesses. It generates qualified leads. It's saving me and my team dozens of hours already. It maintains context across conversations that would normally break. It monitors everything automatically so nothing slips through the cracks. But this video, I've barely scratched the surface. There are 7 more critical components I haven't even mentioned. There's a proactive pattern system that turns your AI from a task executor into an actual partner. There's a security architecture you need if you're giving AI access to your business so you don't accidentally destroy it. This AI is powerful enough to change your life. It's up to you to decide if that's for the better or for the worse. I have a complete API setup guide so you use your AI the way I'm using it and even more. So the AI actually has capabilities beyond just talking. There's the context recovery protocol that actually takes the truncation problem and changes it so it turns into a reality, so that the truncation problem is gone. And there's a monetization strategy, how to actually make money with this system. I've already documented 10 different use cases in my group, exactly how to do it. I'm going to give you that guide. Here's what I'm not going to do today. I'm not going to walk you through all 79 pages in detail here. God forbid I don't have patience for that kind of a video, and probably you don't either. Not because I'm gatekeeping this, but because this isn't just setup documentation. It's a system, and a system needs a complete walkthrough of why each layer matters. Real examples of how it's working for me and my team and the other AI consultants in my group. A community of people building the same thing right now, sharing what's working. A direct access to myself and my team who actually built this, so when you have questions, we can help. I don't want you to do this the wrong way. I don't want you to spend sleepless nights like I have. I'm not kidding you when I say, when this came out, every single day it has been out, I have been obsessed and I have gotten no sleep. And every time I found something, I went and updated this guide. That's why it's 79 pages. Okay, that is why I built AI Money Group. $49 a month, you get this complete guide, you get the training, you get the case studies, you get the community, but more importantly, you get the shortcut. Instead of spinning your wheels for 5 nights trying to get it dialed in, you're going to go from 0 to fully operational in a couple of hours. And that is worth so much more. I'm going to tell you who's not a good fit for the AI Money Group. If you're the type of person who's just going to throw this thing on your computer and not give a damn, this is not for you. If you're the type of person who says, you know what, screw it, I don't need instructions, I just want to install it and give it access to all my personal information and everything important on my computer and pray to God somebody in China doesn't hack my computer like that baby cam that got hacked into. I just want to make sure that you don't make the same mistakes I did. I've already installed this on 5 different computers. I uninstalled it very quickly when I found out how powerful this is. And I don't want you to make the same mistakes I did. So I want to welcome you in. I'm going to give you 10 different ways to use this in your business to make money. I'm going to show you exactly how I set it up so it solves all the problems that people are having right now. I welcome you to the AI Money Group. The link's in the description.